junk on the floor here.
Yeah.
I'll put this in this right here.
Whatever it is, I'm against it. But you commenced it.
Don't get me in. Now you're
Prepared to go?
With the Band-Aid and all.
Monday is gonna rain on me.
Check that out, okay? I won't get in your way.
No, no, you're not in the way.
Returning phone. And you get massages. You get massages? There's a video camera. I didn't even realize.
There are tapes in here, though, huh?
Yeah.
What's the music or what? What about movies?
I think it's,
Oklahoma.
yeah,
Shows.
it shows, yeah. Soundtracks.
The tape is not in here.
No, that,
You have it on the
it must be, yeah, I must have it at the desk. They did this when I wasn't here.
Any kind of seminars or you know, what we used to have here. Movies Wednesdays, Fridays.
The room is nice, man. Where the door is.
That's just an empty closet.
Is it Belle? Is that her
No,
name?
Butler.
Huh?
Is it Butler, the one that we got the new plaque there? Be sure you get
Yeah,
that
yeah.
in.
Mrs. Butler. She's the one, right?
There's
It was
your-
accommodation.
That's the point, because that man is really a gem. You know, it cost him, like the one you gotta keep getting in a picture. And all this besides this stuff, you know? Fireplace tissue, once they get. You can walk right in there now, so just keep it.
The only trouble is when you're looking at...
And if you come in the room, you can get that other plaque against the wall we just put up.
There's another one there?
You put a wall backboard, it painted the board, it's still got smudge on it. You want to take anything of it from there? studying. You move stuff next to me.
I moved every book in this room. More than one.
It's the wall of the old building here. And this is just the south wing stacks here.
This is the south wing.
Right.
Last year.
Officially dedicated now in
1990, right? The building.
Yeah.
Nice and light. Office staff.
Stuff's all around the
Just our luck, right?
No, you can take it.
Miss Mara over here, she's in charge of the section.
Oh, that's such a woman. Yeah, well, I put in a new film and this is supposed to just automatically advance itself, but it doesn't.
Well, I guess you have to shoot the picture first and then it will advance.
Working. No.
Is it going?
Medical room where we just came out.
Into the music room?
No, that's...
How are you doing?
Fine, thank
Long time no see. There's Nancy's office
This is
over there.
executive office is here. This is the secretary.
There's Florence coming down.
Lovely to look at Florence.
All right.
Staff lounge. Do you edit it? My head's probably not. Okay, also...
On the old building or upon the new building?
You remember where you used to walk up the steps over here? Okay, I think you just need the south wing here, the north wing down here on the second floor. Just hit it there, called the north wing, second floor lounge. Okay.
What is it?
Circulation offices.
This is the main floor, right?
Second.
The original.
The second.
This.
Oh, we're getting a new flag and a whole new system. They won't be able to vandalize it. There's the result right there. That's the new flag and the non-vandalistic flagpole.
We don't have any room here.
You think they're going to get...
Second or third?
Yeah.
front are a number of people that we do want to introduce. First of all, because she is in a hurry, we have...
On behalf, opportunity to bring his greetings, to bring his regards, and of children, and trying to encourage their learning. And if I may add my own little modest thing, I'm just up the road on Route 3 at Montclair State College, where we also have a library, and where we not only have a library, but we have a lot of the students there coming from Nutley. And so I feel...
Although today's event is a fitting tribute to the commitment of the people of Nutley to provide the best possible resources to support individual learning and personal growth, I commend you for your consideration of our physically disabled and senior citizens in your expansion. The inclusion of an elevator ensures that all citizens will have proper access and full enjoyment of the library services. The Nutley Public Library is an integral part of the Garden State's commitment to lifelong learning, and I am sure that its influences will continue to be felt for generations to come. Best wishes for an enjoyable celebration. Sincerely, Jim Florio, Governor. Certainly working things out with him with the complexities of construction. He made it a lot easier by being so helpful. I'm not mentioning John Kelly yet. He's supposed to be here. I've not forgotten Harry Chenoweth. He's one of our students. We're going to get to him later. Of course, our host Strauss, our secretary. Garland was also selected by the New Jersey Library Association as the New Jersey Trustee of the Year, and a very, very well deserved. Very faithful and dedicated member of our board. John Kelly, of course, is a ex officio member. James Stool, our superintendent of schools, is also an ex officio member, and has sent us a very good young lady, Joanne Carney, who has served as his delegate and done a very good job. Her married name is Tropiano. And Harry Chenoweth, for those of you who don't know, is an honorary trustee for as long as this library stands on this hill. And very deservedly so, because we wouldn't have done it without him. I'm not going to introduce all of the members of the Friends of the Library, other than to say that any of them are here. I wish they would raise their hands, because they all did a great job. And they were also elected by the New Jersey Library Association as the Friends Group of the Year in the state of New Jersey. And again, very deservedly so. Final count, but if you look around here and see all the beautiful bookcases, chairs and furniture and that desk and all the other things through here, that comes from about $150,000 or somewhere in that vicinity that these people have raised to make this all possible. I think that's worth it in itself. And particularly those of them who went above and beyond the call of duty, they really deserve our thanks and my personal thanks. The design was done by James Goldstein and Partners. Jim is here. Jim, and is your wife Roseanne? Roseanne, who helped us, there she is, helped us with the color schemes and that we were going to lose the appearance of this structure. Well, I just say to you, I think one heck of a job has been done. If you look at it from the front, you'd never even know it was changed. And the idea of closing the old structure, which was starting to deteriorate from the weather, so that it'll be permanently with us, contributed to Jim and to Janet Graffingator, a young lady architect who worked very, very hard on this project as well. Very important. Our contractors, I think you see, are listed in the program. And I mean, now I've probably left out half a dozen people that I think you all know Jim. I don't know if you're aware that he's one of our trustees. Jim and I have done some interesting library adventures together, which we can't speak about, but we're going to look for him to try to help us next in trying to solve some of our parking
today for children in the community. I have just a couple of thoughts, one very particular and another one more general. Not that I mentioned, within my lifetime, I have seen our society change from a basic literary society where the written word is paramount to to a much more multifaceted, media-oriented society. Now, that's necessary, and that's progress. But one of the things I lamented occurred to me just about an hour ago when I was watching Ann and Rabinowitz and her lovely family and grandchildren in here. One of the things we lost when the literary society slowly faded into the media-oriented society, you can see in the schools where we think about the mental skills the youngsters employ to acquire knowledge. One of the skills we lost was one which we call visual imagery. Visual imagery, simply put, is the ability of a youngster to place himself or herself vicariously into a story and to become part of that story, to employ the full brain power and all the senses necessary to accommodate the character in that story. That comes from reading, people. That comes from reading. That is not something that can happen when you're watching television to the same extent. It just doesn't happen. So there are certain things that have to encourage that, and it's here. It's inherent. My hat's off to all those people who had anything to do with it, because it's lovely and it's going to help not only the community in general, but it's going to help our children an awful lot. We have good libraries in our schools, but this is really something special. The other comment, that's just a particular, the other one in general is what I said. For a community, in my mind, to really keep pace, it has to be a part of the times. And whether we like it or not, the society did change from a basic literary society to a media-oriented society. And what I see here throughout the library,
In case you think I've forgotten, the Nutley Symphony was very kind in arranging some music for us, and I certainly hope you enjoyed it. We have some of our staff members from years gone by now retired who are here, including Shaq, who was our director for a number of years. I see some others here. I saw Jacques Tuna. You couldn't forget about Susie Persack. The anguished telephone call.
You know, spent my whole life in Nutley. My life in the public domain involved me partially with the Board of Education before the war. I was more deeply involved there. 40 years on the board across the street here. 28 years on the board here. I remember a lesson that I learned and I tried to pass on to the Board of Trustees here when they went into the building program. And that was one of the most difficult jobs is to erect a public building. It's not a one-man.
Some of you would come down, you might watch It says the Mayor Harry W. Chenoweth reference room, that'll be known Saturday. So we owe Harry our thanks for this and so many other things in this town. I just wish that someone will take the time to sit him down and get him to talk into some tapes and tell some of the history of this town.
I can assure you, after today's experience on 46, I'll never go to any again. No room for that. I sat up there for almost an hour. I can't add to what Harry Chenoweth said. You heard the finest speechmaker that I've ever seen or ever heard is Harry Chenoweth. He said it all. This is a wonderful library. It'll be here for many, many years. And if I had my way, I would have named it the Harry W. Chenoweth Library. Because there would be no library if it wasn't for Harry Chenoweth. This edition would not be here except for Harry Chenoweth. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much. And the New York Giants, I hate them now.
In the window, it really is extremely attractive. There'll be two other plaques that are on order, are not here yet, unfortunately. One is to commemorate our dear friend Gene Lucansis. Gene loved this library. He was president of our board of trustees. He was the president of the board when we began this project. Unfortunately, he was taken from us very suddenly. Gene loved the library, he loved his family, and Violet, his wife, and many members of his family are here with us today, continuing the interest that he showed. Violet is right here. Violet, can you raise your hand so we can say hello to you? All the other and relatives and friends, a lot of them throughout. I understand there's something like 27 of them, and thank you so much for your continued interest in coming. The other plaque that will be put up will be in connection with the children's room. It will say, for the children of Nutley, Hospital Roche Inc. Hospital Roche happens to be my employer, but they gave $30,000 toward the project, which was very helpful to us. And in mentioning Roche, I honestly wish that I could sit here and read off the names of every single donor, 500, down to those who gave just a few dollars because that's all they could afford. Whatever it was deeply appreciated. And whatever we still need, we'll be hearing from us some more. So we have not forgotten you, anyway. If we miss you, we'll get you next time around. Okay, that's all I have to say. I have my next to last duty is to introduce Dan Rabinowitz, who is co-chair of the Friends of the Library Committee that was so instrumental in furnishing the library. Herself, incidentally, an author, has had children's books published and young adult books published, so that she knows a little bit about books.
It's my very great pleasure to be able to add my welcome to those that have already been spoken today, to all of you, and particularly on behalf of the Friends of the Nutley Free Public Library Furnishings Fund Committee. If you could get that in a sentence, you're better than I am. This seems to me a truly joyous occasion. It's a time like this. The smallest hamlet in town. I hope it wasn't because of the... I understand it is because her family doesn't want her commuting all this distance any longer. But we will miss her sorely, and her memorial in this town stands in this building. Furthermore, I should also add that Harry, I want to emphasize that Harry has fought like a tiger for this expansion and fought for it to come out as the appropriate building that it is, that fits in well with the center of the town. Once again, welcome to your library. I hope you'll explore it, enjoy the refreshments, the music by a group from the Nutley Symphony, and I must take the liberty of also saying I hope you will enjoy the art exhibit, the first art exhibit we hope of many, this one by a local born and local artist, Sarah Rabinowitz, a young woman of my acquaintance.
mention my wife and the wives and husbands of staff members and trustees who have to put up with us going to meetings and special dinner arrangements and that kind of thing. And I should thank, again, a couple hundred people at least who are here, and to remind you that you are really here, if you think about it, with millions of people. Because these books you see around you have millions of characters, have millions of people in them that are just waiting to be brought alive by your reading. And that's what libraries are about, and that's what books are about. Now, I wonder if Reverend Lentz got here to the benediction. If not, I will take his place and say, God bless this library, and the people in it, and those of you who come here to share it with us. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You don't want to do that again. They have more ways of hurting us than we ever hurt them. Hey, we did it last year. Well, last year, I knew you could do what you did. Sandbags. Brian at least came up and spoke to us and spoke to us together. They don't care what those guys want.
I had it in my mind.
They don't have to say it, my friend. They'll just get a judgment. He knows the they know more.
Second for me? Yeah. First year. Yeah. Yeah.
Say what you want, because I'll pick you up. Tell me about it.
What you want me to say?
Well, tell me the progress and how you feel about it and so on.
Well, I say goodbye and thank everyone for everything they did, because it's really Nutley's building, and the people certainly have worked hard for it and deserve it. Let me say thank you. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.